Good morning. None of that was audible.
Really?
None of the
So we've
tea
just
saga.
been talking at ourselves.
Yeah.
Heidick, I was telling you to cut vents in your clothes.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're just bad.
Oh, yeah?
You're just bad at it.
I clicked it.
No, you didn't, though, did you? He was complaining about everything.
I did.
Good Annie morning.
Oh, I'm sad now. I had the whole, my tea is too sugary.
It was a good 3 minutes worth of
Good content.
classic banter.
Yeah.
It really wasn't. It was it was pretty bad. So
No, it was great. Let's start
no,
again.
I'm not recreating it. This is where most comedians go wrong. I'm not going to try and recreate that earlier career 5 minutes ago.
I don't mean recreate it. I just mean don't start off on it. It was so terrible.
Okay, it was amazing, and you guys should be sorry you missed it.
Yeah, but it's okay because we're here now.
Yeah, are you ready for more gold?
No, it's like good job, digs.
Shally bally boo. That's my new catchphrase.
Shally bally boo. If you hadn't seen last episode, you won't know the context for it.
Last episode.
Uh-huh.
So which episode is this? The one where they do work again as usual.
Yeah. We're currently in like the episode around the episodes.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening to you.
We're currently in the episode that airs like in between episodes. Like they haven't seen the episode.
This is the beach episode.
Yeah, sure. Do you have sand and a shore?
Insert the sound of someone hitting a large airy ball. That's not the sound a beach ball makes at all.
Well, I can't do the
It's
sound.
like a bong.
It's not a ball.
It's like a bong.
You have to kind of inhale.
No, that's like that's. When I said a large airy ball, I didn't mean it literally makes air noises. I meant it's full of air that probably doesn't escape when people hit it.
It has a high pitched noise though.
Bong.
It doesn't go bang.
It does too. Chat, help me out. What? You have to write it because that's your chosen medium. What sound does a beach ball being hit make? Tips of the onsen episode. I liked that one. I'd like to see one of those again. And we are good, thank you, Hardik. How is everyone else? How are you and peeps in the chat?
Walter Doohan says Pong and Tong. And Rabbit says Tiny URL. Tiny URLs never work for me. Yeah.
He's a druid and a dwarf.
Oh, my animation's still playing. Okay, cool. Tip says Takushi. That's nice.
Is it? Is that the sound that a beach ball makes?
Takushi.
Tabushi! A bump noise. So Hardik says blump. Blump is pretty good actually.
Blump.
Blump. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or goopang.
Goop.
No. Sure. Sure.
You need to be sure to get all of those A's in there.
There you are. It's like being at the beach already, isn't it? All these ambient sound effects of beach life. You could put on like a beach fun ambience YouTube playlist and then you would feel everyone would feel like they're at the beach.
Okay.
Put on someone playing the ukulele and the sound of people
beach
screaming.
Fun. Beach fun
seagulls.
ambience.
I hope it has a ukulele.
We have beach party music, campfire on the beach ambience, 8 hours of relaxing ocean wave sounds, and a calming crackling fire sound. That doesn't have any.
Yeah, that's missing the fun part of your request.
Yeah. Eight 8K Paradise Beach, relaxing ocean sounds and nature ambient. Yeah, I don't think people went to like a beach where lots of people were like relaxing to get any like. Well, there's one called Fun Beach Guadalupe Ambience Caribe, but it's only a minute long. Let's try the second one. Actually, let's have a campfire.
I think it's going to put in that gap later. For now, I'll get rid of this dude.
There we go. So we have a crackling fire and some waves and some synth.
There you are.
It's Noah's birthday.
Oh my gosh, really? Happy birthday, Noah.
Happy birthday.
Happy
sir.
birthday. Happy birthday.
How old would you be? Okay, we're gonna sing. We sing Noah happy birthday.
Sure.
Okay.
Are you ready for the awkwardness? I hope you are. You got your candles.
Mhm.
You ready?
Mhm. I've got a song in my ear. So.
Do you want me to count you in?
Yeah.
A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3.
Happy. Are you not singing as
Yeah,
well?
I'm gonna join in.
Oh, okay. Ready.
Go.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Noah.
Bodie.
Bodie.
Happy
birthday to you.
I was trying to do a harmonise, but we're not very good. Wasn't that amazing?
That would have been better if I knew you were gonna try to harmonize, because I just thought you were
always-
watching me sing.
Always assume that I'm gonna try. Are the people who don't say your name right now? Oh, Aline says, well, I'm sorry for butchering your language, Aline. Enjoy your anniversary. Happy birthday, Noah. Make a wish. Make a wish.
Make a wish.
Wish on the birthday goblin. Make a wish. Oh, they say it like body. Hey, I gotcha. Thank you, Aline, for being kind.
Oh, people say like body, but it's actually Bodhi.
It's the body.
I think that's what, because that's what I said.
Yes.
Hmm.
Noah Bodhi is such a cool name.
Yeah,
It's a really
awesome.
cool name. It's like you're already a character from something. Maybe your wish will come true, Noah. Yay, celebrations. Do you have the ambient sound of celebrations?
I don't, but I have the cats.
I want the ambient sound of a birthday party. Birthday party ASMR.
Do you want that on top of the beach stuff as well?
No, I want it instead of, or it's just going to be confusing. And we've run a class act here. You don't really want ASMR, you just want ambience.
I don't think you're gonna get
No. Well, we tried. Welcome, Roxanne. Good morning.
There's a random people talking at a birthday party video. It's 24 seconds long.
That's okay, don't worry. I was wanting more like sad party poppers, like kind of type thing.
Oh, there.
But it's okay.
Also, Aline turned up. Hello.
Ellie's been here a little while.
I know, but she turned up during the songs and stuff. So I said hello.
Don't touch Noah Sparks' kids.
That's awesome, Aline. Aline showed her comics board to comics professor yesterday, and he had a ton of great feedback. She's really happy.
Oh, that's awesome.
You know who's not happy? Us, because you never showed us. Why don't you show us your comic?
That's true. We promise we won't give you any feedback. So we won't give you anything that conflicts with anything they said.
Yeah.
These are meant to be flowers, but they look kind of like boiled eggs.
We gone see it.
Whoa, yeah. We are happy now. When? You can go away with just saying that it's gonna happen. Give me a date and a time, which are the same thing. Give me a place.
Date and time is not the same.
Where do I gotta be? It is. You say what time is it, and I say it's Friday.
That's not a date either. When is it?
I say it's the 5th, and you say it's 5th hour, and I say no, the 5th day. That's what time it is.
It's confusing time.
Today by noon. Yeah. Far's gonna deliver to you. Far's gonna give it to you. Gonna deliver to you. Far's gonna give it to you.
Fa?
Yeah.
Aline Fa.
Aline Fa. Aline Fa. I'm not just animating birds. This is a storyboard, and it's important that I do this.
This is a story all about birds.
And how they came and they said a word.
The
I was
word
just minding
was bird.
my own
Bird
business.
was the word.
And a free example of why Mike and I are the best at rap songs and improv and All these shenanigans. All these shenanigans.
We shenaniganize.
Shenaniganize. Kitaro says, beep beep, I'm a sheep. Which is better than what we just did.
Beep beep, I'm a sheep.
Yeah. Welcome.
All types welcome here.
Yes. Come and graze in our field. How are you doing? How you doing? I'm animating some. I mean, I'm storyboarding some birds.
You're animating some birds?
No, I'm storyboarding some birds. I wouldn't animate them. That'd be stupid.
Are they on ones?
No. They're not. They're not even.
Wait a minute.
What?
They look familiar.
No, I don't know what you mean. Like, if you said anything about them looking familiar, then you could be like infringing upon some kind of contract. So
they look stolen.
They're not.
Did you just steal some birds?
I didn't steal them. I just approached them after they'd finished working, and I was like, you know, I could do with some birds in my animatic.
Oh, I see.
Since you've finished up here, like, do you wanna? If I give you a bit of money, will you come over to my neck of the woods?
Production.
And they were free, so you know.
Oh, okay.
You wouldn't say that films are stolen actors or actresses because they use the same ones, would you?
No. But actors are usually actual people and not drawings that you can steal. That's good. It's birds. You know.
That's it. It's a homage. I just thought the idea would be really funny for when it says he's a druid, to have him draped in a flower necklace by glittering birds.
Yeah, it's nice.
And hello, Kitaru. Whom is the beardy man? This is Razzle, son of Dazzle. He's a druid and a dwarf. And he's the person who I'm doing the storyboard segment of right now. This is a song introducing these three characters, and this is his segment. So I thought for when he says he's a druid, I could have forest animals come in and festoon him with various things. These are meant to be flowers. They look a little bit like fried eggs. But you know, that's okay.
Really? Is it because they've got like a soft...
It's because they've got like a soft yolky centre.
Okay.
And a wibbly wobbly jelly-like outside. Ooh, Rabbit storyboarding. That's awesome, Rabbit.
Awesome, yeah. How's it going? You getting them good story beats?
Oh, and Chashbot says, remember to save.
Kaitayo.
And then there's Randy. Randy.
Are those birds going to decapitate Santa with a wire of flowers? Asks Tips.
No, not quite. They could though. Like, I believe it's in their power.
They could, but they're not.
Yeah, they could, but they're choosing not to use their power, which is how you know they have the most power.
Perhaps it wasn't storyboarding, perhaps it was doing some character design.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said you were storyboarding. Ah, no, Rabbit was making a joke. Rabbit was saying storyboarding some skim boards, so it was my bad. That's what you get for skim reading. But character design is awesome too. How's it going? You can do it, Tibbs. I believe in you. Ooh, if you're at character 8, you're out of your self-imposed 100 characters in a year challenge. And you're proud of how this one turned out. That's really cool. What an awesome challenge to take on.
100 characters in a year. That's cool.
Do we know how to beat people like a sheep? Would it be like...
Beep.
It's a difficult one because they're not usually like bar, so it'd be like beep.
That's pretty good.
That's my attempt. You can tell us how close we are.
Beep.
As the one who can beat like a sheep, let us know. Nice, 2 more to go. Ah, that's really cool. Is this your favourite one that you've done so far? Emma, thank you for being the alarm clock for tips.
Nice.
Beep Beep Arashi is an ASDF movie reference.
Oh, okay.
ASDF.
You're familiar with ASDF, right?
A simple, delightful film. No doubt.
Oh, okay. It's what's his name? Tom something.
Hiddleston?
Not Tom Hiddleston, no.
More?
Ska? Tom Ska.
Is he the man who invented ska?
He's not the man who invented ska. Thomas Ridgewell.
Tom Riddle.
You never seen this dude before?
Voldemort. I've probably seen him.
He doesn't quite look like that now. He's closer to that.
Oh yeah, I've seen him.
Yeah, well he made, or commissioned I guess. I don't know. I think he worked with animators to make the ASDF movies. They're just little skits of comedy stuff. I think one of them had like a dude who liked trains and kept getting run over by trains.
That's pretty good. But does the film ever answer how to beat like a sheep? Or is there no answer? Am I wasting my time in this pursuit?
I don't know.
They didn't expect me to try. Oh god damn it. I'm gonna try.
You would try. You're gonna get the award for the best.
Try.
Beep sheeps.
I'm gonna get the participation award. That's the one I'm after. Sorry, Liam. It's cool that you commissioned animators. Yay for supporting the indie animation community.
Yeah. I always remember from uni, not from uni.
You went to uni?
No. Being in uni and seeing him like, I'm sure he made a film at his uni, either after he graduated or after he like stopped going. I'm trying to remember that. I think there were zombies in it or something.
Probably. There's zombies in everything nowadays. You can't get away from them.
So, Rabbit decided. So the way they decided the characters was going to this random adjective and noun generator and got 100 results from that. So like Red Gentleman, Capable Traveler,
Ooh, Red
and most
Gentleman's
recently Loose Tennis.
Loose Tennis. I like Red Gentleman. That's kind of creepy. I was looking the other day. I don't think he's the only one to do it. I think there's been a couple of people who've done this now. But there's someone on YouTube where his son will do a character design and then he will proof it up.
Ooh, cool.
And they're so good. They're so cool. I love them so much. The designs are amazing. Like, it's the kind of thing where you might disregard it if you just saw the kid's drawing.
Yeah.
But then you see what the dad does with it.
Does he bring a whole new level to it?
Yeah, he does. Like, of course he does. But the character design is all still there. Like, it's still the kid's character design. And you're like, you know what? I didn't give this design credit. It just needed to be presented like in the right way. It's pretty cool.
Discovering hidden wells of talent in the children.
Oh, see you later, Noah. And happy birthday again.
Take care, dude.
Yeah, many hugs.
Let's see. Someone said something I was going to say. The point of Beep Beep I'm a Sheep is that sheep tend to follow what everyone else does, so it spreads and everyone joins in.
Oh wow. So we fell right into it.
We fell face first into it.
Yeah. We're just one of the herd now.
Flock.
Yeah. That. You can tell that I know a lot about sheep.
So, Aline says, oh say, I've installed and played with Krita just a little bit.
Ooh.
If you could, Doig, every time you use a... Oops. I'm joking, Mike. Just in case. Oh! There we go. A Krita shortcut if you could say it out loud.
Are you okay there, Mike?
I don't know. Because Aline's like, I'm joking, Mike, just in case it's not clear. It's not clear. I don't even...
She's just saying she's installed Krita and she's starting to learn it a little bit, so if every single time you use a shortcut, you could say what the shortcut is out loud.
Oh.
But then she was joking.
Okay, I see.
So you don't have to say arrow forward, arrow backward.
Right, okay. I'm with you. I was broken for a long time there.
There's nothing better than a joke explained slowly and methodically. There's a droid and a dwarf.
I don't think you were unclear. I think it was just broken up into sections and I read them out of order and then I didn't understand.
Cryptic bad jokes are my specialty. I cryptic non-cryptic bad jokes are my specialty. I like the kind of jokes that everyone groans at.
What do you like about them?
I think they're funny. I think they're funny.
I see.
What did one frog say to the other frog?
Ribbit.
It's pretty good. He said, hop along. What happened to the frog's car?
It got towed.
Oh no. I mean, yeah, well done. I need to think of another one now. What did the frog kids say to the frog old man?
You're old.
They said, you need to get rid of it.
Are these just your dad jokes coming out?
These are the jokes I'm making up.
You just made that one up?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. How good I am. These birds are turning into fish.
On purpose?
No. Oh my gosh. The old frog tried to get rid of it, but then he croaked. That's good. That's a good one.
Is it India?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. Why do frogs cash their checks?
In the riverbank.
Oh. I mean, yeah. I thought it was a good one. Why do they sleep?
In the riverbed.
Oh.
No.
Why did the frog go to a dentist?
Because he had teeth.
He had a root canal. Canal? Like the body of water.
Frogs.
What about them?
Nothing. Frogs.
Frogs.
It's a joke.
It's not very good.
Tibbs thought it was good.
Which, the one you just made?
No, I don't think so.
Because I'd be shocked.
I can't tell jokes. Like
Huh.
pre-made jokes.
I think our phones are making the mic go weird. Cool. We've moved them now.
Sorry about that.
Why should you not get changed in front of your Pokemon?
Why?
Because they'll Pikachu. Why did Pikachu get arrested?
Because he peeked at you.
Because Bulbasaur. You're welcome.
Did you just make those up?
No, I made the Bulbasaur one up, but the Pikachu one is like an old one that I heard ages ago.
Okay. Aww. Emma said I was the joke.
That's so nice of her.
Means I'm funny. I only ever wanted to be funny. The art career is just a sidestep to my long lost ambition of being a stand-up comedian.
You can do it, Mike. I believe you can do anything that you put your heart to.
I love that Aline is about to Oh, there we go.
That's true, you do make people laugh, Mike.
It's always in the good way where they're laughing with me, right?
Yes, always. I've never laughed at you. That would be insane. Let's have it settled on his head. Did Patrick say when the project he's been working on is gonna...
No, he doesn't know he's gonna ask.
I think from what Michael and Anna said, Brent's been hard to get hold of recently.
Really?
Yeah, because of all the stuff that he's doing.
Okay.
Because Michael and Anna's also been trying to get hold of him.
Right, to get...
Yeah, to get everyone on his project paid.
That's a bit terrible.
So poor Brent is like being harassed by all sides, I think. By a bazillion people.
There's a frog named Ian that goes around the pond telling other frogs lies and slander. When the frogs caught on, they confronted him and they said, "What can I say? I am amphibian."
I am amphibian. I'm always amphibian. You know, Robert, I was like, I'd like to make an amphibian joke work, but I don't know how to, but you made it work. It was a stretch, but you made it.
Why was he a frog? Why was that important?
Because it's an amphibian.
Because he's an amphibian, says Rabbit. I got it.
I love the way that Tim says "I see," and you feel all the judgment that comes with it. It's like when a mother asks their child, like, why there's like crayons all over the wall, and the kid calmly explains that they were trying to draw a house, and the parents just like, I see.
It's pretty good.
I think you're pushing the medium of jokes forward, Rabbit. It's okay, Rabbit. All geniuses are hard on themselves. All genius takes a while to be recognised. Oh, hello, Jackson Wire Guy. So I'm Swifty's Doig, and we have these animating streams where we do animation or animatics or paintings and just chat to people every morning. It's a cool good time.
Yeah. Hello. Who are this guy?
This guy.
Maybe they're asking about who you're animating.
Oh, I'm animating someone called Razzle at the minute.
Son of Dazzle.
Son of Dazzle. He's a druid and a dwarf, according to the song I'm animating too. Oh, that guy. Not that guy. I hate that guy.
Why?
He's always in here talking smack about sheeps.
Huh?
Sheep beeps.
I see. Okay, so the next one I'm gonna do
Dismissed.
that, and then that, and then that. I don't like it.
That's not the way that a bird looks. How do I draw a bird? Oh no, not sheeps with teats.
What? Where did that come from?
The M-lad. Where else?
Don't beat the sheep with teats.
Animals with teats freak me out, even though it's just natural. Still freaks me out a little bit.
Really?
Mhm.
Cats have teats.
Yep.
Under all that fire.
Sure do.
Okay. Trying to get that movement where they hang off the wall with one hand and face the other way. I don't know why.
I don't know why.
I think we gave them a good summary there.
Yeah,
Thanks, Jackson.
that's good. Oh, thanks, dude. Thanks very much. That was awesome. Yay. Come on, join the party. We're all just going to talk art and apparently sheep. Why don't humans have 6 teats? Because humans surely don't have more than 2 children at a time. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Of course it does. Of course it does. Yes. We don't have to nurse like 8 babies.
Rabbit's like, oh my god, that makes a surprising amount of sense, Tibbs.
Yeah, biology.
Tibbs is like, oh, does it? Does evolution make sense?
Yeah. It's cool.
I think you should have at least 3.
Oh god. Dinosaurs were cool. Dinosaurs didn't have teeth.
You don't know that.
I don't know for sure. They're gonna find a mummified dinosaur and it's gonna have teeth everywhere. Teetosaurus.
Sure, yeah.
Could happen. Let's see, so what's your personal take on believability versus visual storytelling? Sometimes you choose visuals that are great to clearly show something happening, even if in reality it would not happen this way, but in a less visually striking way. So the end you sacrifice some of the actual believability to have a better visual? Yeah, I think that people are more likely to suspend their disbelief if it's a cool visual, Aline, because I think people want that. You know, people are more likely to suspend their disbelief for something that they like. So, in actual fact, sometimes amping up the drama in something can make it feel more believable.
Yeah.
On the other hand, sometimes if you present something without a lot of extra pomp to it, then it actually works better. Like, I think horror, a lot of the time, is better when it's presented very flat and domestically, because there's something kind of inescapable about it.
That's an interesting take. Like, it's unceremonious, like you're in the kind of grit and reality of it.
Yeah, like what's scarier, like a big picture of a shark, like just gnashing its teeth and being like massive and sharky, or like the dim silhouette of it in the in the water as it comes towards you.
Yeah.
Like, one's more visually impressive, but
The
I
other
think the
one's
horror
more sort of
talks about it.
mysterious.
Aline, or maybe that's just the way that you like to storytell. Because definitely I think it's important to show things rooted in believability and reality as well, because it gives credence to your drawings when you go fantastical. Because it's not just all fantasy all the time. It's like this part was very realistically done, so it lends credence to the bits which are more fantastical.
I guess. I think there's a difference between realistic and believable, though.
Yeah, I agree.
So she'd always aim for believability.
Yeah.
But it doesn't need to
100%.
be realistic in order to be believed.
I think that Olivia's talking about realistic, though.
Oh, okay.
I think that when she uses believable, she means what we would say realistic.
Right, gotcha.
I think you have to care equally about believability, Aline. Like, I think you need to make rule sets that make sense with that world. Like, I think when people just say, oh, it's magic, anything can happen, it's fine, I don't need to explain it, I'll give it a rule set, I'll say how it works, then it becomes harder to believe. But when you have limitations to that world, to the powers, when you have rule sets that they follow, it's much more believable because people can kind of understand how that would function.
It keeps the stakes understandable.
Yeah, relatable.
Like, how are they going to get out of this if they have to get around this limitation? Type stuff.
Limitations are what makes stories interesting, or a lot of what makes stories interesting. Overcoming them or not overcoming them. The word of the day is verisimilitude. This is a good word for this.
You must abide by how your world works. So verisimilitude. Cool.
Oh, sorry, Keitari, are you over on the Twitch side by yourself? You can come over to the YouTube side. I think that's where most people are.
The appearance of being true or real.
Yeah, nothing's ever easy. I think basing it on real things gives you a nice head start when it comes to making things believable. Because again, it's something that people can easily understand because it's based on something that already works and exists.
Yeah.
You know, such as, for example, basing, I don't know, sky ships on real ships.
Right. Yeah.
Like, people understand there are certain rule sets that go along with that.
Yeah.
Like, they understand there's probably going to need to be a crew, and they're probably going to be called a crew. They understand the function of it because the look of it is similar to a ship. So they're like, okay, it's sailing but in the sky. They understand what the sails are for. And that'd be much harder if you invented something completely new with no connections to that.
Yeah, where you like. I think some people get turned off by fantasy where someone's renamed everything arbitrarily, or just for the sake of it, just to feel original and new. But if you're renaming something that's already a basis, you may as well use the same word for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think if people like the story, they'll suspend their disbelief much more because they'll want to believe it. It's the same thing as when you tell lies. People are much more likely to believe lies that they want to believe. And that's the trick to lying well, is that you tell people what they already think, you just confirm it for them. So with stories, if you tell people things they want to hear or show them things that they enjoy seeing, they're more likely to want to stay in that mindset and in that world and suspend their disbelief for it. So I think it depends a lot on the story. To me.
I'm partially reading, partially listening, so I didn't catch all of what you said there.
I mean, I do think it's worthwhile to always try and search for a solution that's true and to also depict it with a nice visual. Like, why wouldn't you? Like,
yeah.
I think it's also important to remember though that it's important to think about things, but sometimes if you have a very strong natural idea, it's okay to do what feels natural to you rather than to overthink it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll have an innate sense of what something needs when, and it's okay to trust yourself and to adjust it later. You don't have to do it right first time.
Do you ever have a circumstance where you have a visual for an image of a scene or a setting or an event, and like you put it in and it's there, and then almost you work out the logic and why it needs to be there and build around that becomes evident later? It's not like you have to it's not like you have to construct why that's there. It just makes sense later, but you have that gut image. Because I've had that happen.
I've done things where I've put stuff in, and then I've been like, oh wow, it's fortunate that I did that because now it links with this.
Yeah. Hey, Steiny.
Yeah, I mean, it's very difficult. Like, there's no straight answers. It makes things very hard because there's no definite do this to make a good story or do that to make a good story, because it's so contextual, which can be really frustrating. Hey Kitaru and Jay Caltro, 100% agree with that. Every detail you add to your character gets multiplied a million times when you try to animate it. Gotta keep those animated characters simple. You'll also be booked about stuff which isn't 100% true. So does that mean like any fantasy story you read annoys you because it's not realistic? Like what are some of your favourite pieces of media? And how much do they tend to explain? I guess is a good way to try and find the balance that feels right for you. Because unfortunately it's probably not going to feel right for everyone. There are people who will feel like you need to explain more.
And people that feel like you need to explain less.
Yeah, and people who will be like, why have you spent 17 pages telling me how this works? And I just want to know if they've done this or not.
I think that's a mark of good storytellers, that they don't overlean on exposition, but allow you to learn more about the world, like as part of what's happening.
Yeah. I like it when there's a little bit of room for interpretation left in there. But enough of the balance is filled in that I can see that the author or storyteller knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
Like when you can tell that there's a reason and a rhyme to things, but not everything is explicitly said out loud, it makes me have to work a bit to work things out.
Yeah.
Which makes me more invested. Ah, hey Steiny. Bye, Kutoro. Remember to meow meow like a cow. The thing is, I think that your audience will always be suspending their disbelief in some sense.
Yeah. Like if you're writing fiction, for sure, you're asking them to believe events that didn't happen.
Even if you're not writing fiction, you're still asking them to believe events by saying these events are true. But they are always dramatised when it comes to stories.
Yeah.
And that's the part which you suspend your disbelief for. I think one of the most important things to remember is that suspension of disbelief is a cooperative act between the storyteller and the audience.
Yeah.
It's not just down to one person to make sure it's happening. It's something that your audience will cooperate with you if they want to, or not cooperate with you if you don't want to. Like, it's both of you working together to create the story.
That's a really cool way to put it.
It's true. Like, if you go into a film and you decide that you're going to take the piss out of it the entire time, there's
Yeah.
nothing the filmmaker can do
Yeah.
to stop that. If
Yeah,
you go into a
that's
film and you want to be invested, then it's going to be much easier to suspend your disbelief. But all the filmmaker can do is try and make something which is entertaining enough that people want to suspend their disbelief for it. And then try and not use stuff like Deus Machina.
Deus Ex Machina.
Which can be really annoying to an audience and ruin the suspension of disbelief.
Oh yeah, and something arbitrarily just happens because it's plot convenient.
Yeah, but remember that it's a contract between you and the viewers or readers. It's not just down to you. Thanks, Steiny. We'll catch you later. Yeah, exactly, Tibbs. So much about history is fiction because making interesting stories was the only way to get people to learn about history. So true. Hey, Rabbit, that would be awesome. Yes, please.
What's he saying?
That they'll post a list of all the different characters that they've generated from this thing, and link the ones they've done so far.
Oh, cool.
To the list, so you can just click on them to see.
That's really cool. Yeah, that'd be really interesting to see how you've approached each prompt.
That would be awesome.
Would you mind people doing their own interpretations of the prompt as well?
How's your bag going, Mike?
It's cool. They're doing a lot of like. They went down onto one ledge. They pulled themselves up, and then they're gonna like when someone turns on the wall to prepare for another jump.
Mhm.
So done that. I don't like the last frame, so I'm getting rid of it.
Yeah, good.
Kill it.
Yeah, kill it with fire.
How's your animation going?
Oh, it's going okay. I'm not 100% sure on what I'm doing, but I'm doing it anyway.
That's the theme of this week.
Just do it.
Yeah, if you're ever struggling with what you're doing, you're doubting if anything is good, just do it anyway. At least you'll have something to consider rather than a bunch of half starts.
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult to do stuff when you have doubts about it. You don't want to do stuff that you feel like is probably wrong anyway. But then, I think I probably do too much work looking to try and impress people rather than looking to try and just do what I want to do.
Yeah, like if you have that pressure of this needs to be good, it can stiffen you up and you end up making something that is got all that pressure on it.
It's just so much harder to make it when you do it that way because everything is terrifying.
Yeah.
When you think it's okay to do it just for you, it eases some of the pressure.
Roxanne is saying help. Help him.
Go, Roxana, go! It'll be okay, don't worry. You know, as long as you did your best, that's all they can ask.
I was considering trying to map a 3D environment to this animation with like a move the camera in Blender.
Okay. Yeah, I think you should do it.
That could be cool.
Mm-hmm. 100%, go for it. So what's everyone else up to at the minute? What you're working on? I know that Rabbit's doing character design. Eileen, are you doing some comic boards? What are you peoples up to? I bet Hardy's animating.
Kelja says, wouldn't that cause you to have to retime the animation to fit the model and the layout?
I'm assuming you would time the model in Blender to be the same as your animation.
Yeah, I would try anyway. It's so it's render this animation out.
Eileen says that freefall looks great, Doig.
Thank you.
Awesome. Hard it storyboarding the character. Awesome. Is this a commission? Or is it something just for you? It's a trade and a dwarf.
Night, Keltra.
Night, Keltra. Thank you for coming and hanging out.
I'm glad you like the free fall, Ali. I think adding the environment around her really helped get the sense of what she was doing.
Yeah, I agree. You okay, Mike?
It's rendering.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna use the still frames.
Oh, this one's for me. It has a horse. That's gonna be a good challenge, had it?
Is that a character design one?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Well, it's a hard storyboarding character to animate. It's cool to hear that you're boarding it first. And that the planning seems to help.
Yeah. I don't really storyboard stuff, I realize. Because you were asking me advice about storyboarding yesterday, and I'm like, not really done it.
I think with this particular one that you did though, I think it suits being done straight ahead.
Yeah.
So I think you chose the right type of animation for it. If you were going to do one where you were like, I definitely want her to do this, 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 and this, and this,
Yeah.
then it would make more sense to board it. But since you're just having fun and going off the cuff,
Makes sense. New.
Yeah, at least it's interesting, isn't it? Speed lines in comics are particularly difficult to draw, actually. Yeah, they are. Like, there's been times when I've drawn speed lines on something, and I've been able to see it in my head looking good, and because I've drawn them badly, it just hasn't had the same effect. They're difficult to do. Everything in comics is difficult, like comic in.
You have to find the right one that communicates the right movement. It's pretty abstract. You should imagine it as an animation, and the speed lines are actually the path, the animation arcs that would happen. Yeah, I think that's a good call. Like, you're trying to depict movement through the speed lines.
Yeah, like it depends what kind of speed lines you use. Like if you use the ones which replace the background, then really you're showing the movement of the background and how that's whipping by. If you're using trails of an object, then you're showing the object's movement. I like how in Japanese comics they've been adapted now so that they use them when emotional shock happens. Like we could imply zooms as well. I think as long as it works in the context.
Cancel. Frame, add, image. I think I can do an image sequence.
Hello CG Animation. How are you today? On this fine morning.
Oh hey. Let's see. It looks like it's just image. Okay, cancel.
What's wrong?
Rubbish. I'm trying to add the video. I thought I could add frames. Oh, there we go. Oh, that didn't work. There we go.
Oh, it's not working. But it's okay. We can rebuild.
I got it. Tibbs is like, Doig, hit A. Hit A.
I'm a fucking hell.
I got it. Don't worry about it.
this dwarf giving the side eye. I need to learn how to draw someone with kind of hooded eyes versus someone coming onto you, because I always draw these kind of I don't care eyes with a kind of seductress. I don't know why.
You don't know why.
It comes out that way, but it does.
I see. Oh ho ho.
Oh ho ho.
Okay, I need to remember how to set up a track 2, point 2, point 2, I think it's a track 2. And then this is the echinosphere, and then it's this one. World space, world space. Nope.
Got your squinty Family Guy eyes. Oh my gosh. Is Family Guy still going? Or did that get cancelled a while back?
I need to Google this.
Probably need to shrink his face down a little bit. I think his face is growing every frame. I mean, every board panel.
I'm just googling how to track to constrain. Bada 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 bada.
They did a Leroy Jenkins skit not long ago. Oh my gosh. That is an old joke. Very old. So they're still going.
Oh, come on. No, I don't want camera tracking. There's a way, I wish it was just set up by default that, like, this would follow it. Like, I'm sure there's a set of settings in here that you need to do specifically to get it to work.
What are you trying to get, sorry?
The camera to look at this, to keep pointing at the sphere. This feels like it should be Z, that's fine. That doesn't point, that doesn't point, that doesn't... Is that it? Nope, 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 nope. Hello, cat.
Hello.
CG Animation says, do you ever try to make 3D rigging and 3D character animation? Do you consider it harder than 2D? I think there's different disciplines and different knowledge sets for each. Like, you can have the same animation principles act upon a 3D character, But a lot of 3D animation is technically grounded in whatever rigging you've done on the character, so there's a lot of prep work. And when you have a really good rigger, they can allow a lot of different kind of controls and make things possible that can amplify and really help the animator out.
I personally do find it harder. Yeah, that's because I tend to think of things in 2D. I find it hard to think in 3D space. So I definitely find it harder. I find it much easier to just draw what it was I was thinking, or draw what it is I wanted. But then to have to force a 3D character to do it, most of the time what I find is that I can get down a very fast sketch of the kind of pose I want quite quickly. But if I have to move a 3D character into that position, because the pose is already there to begin with that I'm moving, and because sometimes the computer even interpolates for you automatically, meaning that there's already movement in there, what I wanted and what I see in my head gets clouded and fogged up by the existing pose. Like, you move an arm to where you think it should be and you're like, should I push this more? Like, I'm not sure, like, is this already in the right position? I don't know. Like, you're never working from nothing, putting down exactly what you want first time. You're trying to push something that already exists into the shape of what you want it to be. And I find that more difficult. However, there are some people who would find it much easier than 2D. That's just the way that I think I'm wired. I've tried it a couple of times and I approach it very much like 2D, which can get you into trouble when you have things like moving cameras. For example, I will always animate the camera when I animate 3D, which means that I can break things on the rig so long as it looks okay from camera view. Because I often want a particular shape, so I will think shape first and I will force the rig into those positions. And that sounds all fine, because even if you have a locked camera, then hey, like, no one's gonna know that that arm looks weird from the back. But then you put in lighting and the shadow it casts shows that everything is disconnected.
Yeah.
So it's just very difficult for me to work in, because it's not naturally the way that I would go about constructing a scene.
I got it to work.
You did?
Yeah, I got my little thing to point my camera.
Oh, nice job. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Do you want a scritch? Are you waiting for me to feed you again? Because it's not time for you to get more food.
I fed you like an hour ago.
Yeah.
Well, like 2 hours ago.
Okay, so then I need to add scene.
Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff, Elaine, that you need to worry about that I never do.
And then this goes up here.
Wow, it surprises me that there's a lack of faith in 2D animators in the anime industry, because the anime industry is literally built on the work of 2D animators.
Yeah.
Like, that has been the entire industry. So the fact that they don't have faith in, like, the workers that have essentially been the foundation point of their industry is very sad. These people who have, like, sweat and bled for them, like, and sometimes died from overwork for them. Oh,
that's not what I meant to do. Stop. How do I stop? I don't know how to stop this. Ah, shit.
No, I'm gonna do him sat on some kind of elk or something, I think.
There we go. What are you backing up into me for? Buffy does this thing where she like strokes her body up against your leg, but then she just stops with her butt still touching you, and then looks up at you.
Okay, I want to give him a kilt. I decided that I'm going to give him a kilt.
Come and get a boot. Come and get a boot. I'm gonna pick you up. I'm gonna scritch you. Yeah. Aww. Get her quick.
This says everything in anime is on super crazy deadlines, so asking animators to do something they haven't shown they can do already is a pretty huge risk. Easier to CG it out if you haven't got someone experienced. But a lot of the CG looks not as good. So if they're worried that the 2D animator isn't going to pull it off, the CG might not pull it off either.
Yeah, that's true.
There's been a lot of advancements with that lately though, because I've heard that, is it something of the lustrous? Tiz will be able to tell you the proper title. That's entirely CG and it looks great. They've made some real steps forward. To be honest, if it means that fewer 2D animators die from overwork, I'm all for it.
How do I see this? Oh, this at the bottom.
That's having riding a deer. Because deer are very cute. There we go. It's an easy brush size to work with.
There we go. I did it.
You did it.
Okay, so now I need to have that be.
Let's have a look at what a deer looks like, shall we? And then we'll draw it. Deer.
And let's save that since everything's set up. The best CG in anime is, in my opinion, in the Black Rock Shooter series, and then Kill the Kill, when you can't tell it's CG.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a, yeah, Land of the Lustrous was the name. It did look great, but I definitely agree that I think when it's tied in very well to the world and it doesn't break you out of I guess the story, I think that's when it works best.
Yeah, for sure. They have to do a lot of tricks with CG in order to replicate the 2D styles and stuff that people are familiar with as well. It's just almost a strange compromise.
Oh my god, it's such a horribly pretty deer. I hate it.
What? Why do you hate it so much?
It's horrible.
Oh, the one you're referencing?
No,
the one you're drawing. Deer aren't really that pretty.
Yeah, I know, but I'm making it super pretty. I hate it. Oh my god, it's making me all cringy. Feels all sugary. Yeah.
Okay, how do I make... View camera set active object as camera. And then I guess I want to key
I can see one of my legs now. Not only is a sense of relief when finishing, I mean, if you've completed something, especially if it's completed something that you knew you had to do, that's on the list and you can tick it off. Like, I normally feel a sense of accomplishment if I manage to polish something off. But I do think that varying up your tasks helps you to keep fresh on them. Like, I like having enough time to get into something, but when you spend like literally all day on the same thing, even though sometimes it can help to get it done, if you do that day after day, it can train your motivation.
There's a way to have this refresh, I'm sure. Oh, I think it's auto keying, maybe. Yeah, there we go. Cool.
This is ridiculous. I like it. I feel like the more we get to see Avengers image, the stranger it gets. Yeah, I like it. I think it's doing the job I wanted to do, which is to be absurd. I feel like we should put another bird on him somewhere, you know? I feel like there's more we could get out of the birds. Whoops. Let's give even some butterflies around him as well. It's beautiful. He's a druid. This is why. So I feel like we could do a zoom out. Should we try constructing the steer in 3D? Or would that be insane? Pop these on a different layer as well.
Doig's like, oh my god, dog, what the hecker is that magic? I've just been trying to, like, I've made an environment that matches what I had drawn, sort of, and then I'm moving the camera to follow it.
Nice. So is this a similar thing to what you did with Night in the Woods?
It is, yeah, pretty much. So I've got the video editor part of Blender open. This is a composite here. This area down here is the two layers. One of them is the scene, and one of them is the image sequence. And I'm just trying to match as best I can the keyframes I had before. It's not going to be 100% perfect, but you know. Like, the camera is interpolating and moving every frame, which is going to look weird, so I might try and make it so that it's keyed instead and step it. But I'll do that later. I think these are actually meant to be higher, so if I turn keying off.
Okay, so the front of our the dwarf is ground zero. And then I'm just going to shift these layers apart very slightly.
Ah, why are these not raising? Ah, there we go.
I might put the head on the middle one as well.
What the fuck just happened? Why did that? You camera set. Angle this camera. Refresh sequence there.
There we go. So now hopefully when I zoom in and out, it will feel like there's some parallax going on. Because there will be some parallax going on. Better shift its butt back a little bit more. Oop. Yeah, there you go. Hello you. Oh, Someone's just washed themselves.
Is she moist?
Yeah, she's a moist cat. Are you? You've been licking yourself. Oh, she's just wanting love. She's just sitting while she's being pet, taking it. Popcorn likes tricks.
Oh, shut up, you.
So let's start zooming out here and see.
Alien's like, what the heck? What is happening with India's drawings? 3D Alien. 3D. Twink and 2D drawings turn in space. But it's drawing. Welcome to the future, Alien.
We got fun and games. Welcome to the future. Also, I thought it'd be cool to have a deer.
Alien. I wouldn't super recommend it, but if you check out if you're using Krita now, if you use this and you hold control.
Shush now.
Whoa.
Krita can do it too.
Anyway.
So, I need to replicate all these layers. So, copy those. I need the butterflies as well. Copy those. Paste those. Copy these. Paste these. Oh, hey!
Hey, Snaggles.
Hey!
Let's go see where you're leading me. Be right back. Yeah, I'm coming.
So, let's have the butterflies come in. These butterflies, they've got to change position every time. So I'll have it start even here. Over here. And then it's flying. There we go. Perfect. Okay. I would like him to be coming towards the camera.
Oh, that is a beautiful deer.
Do you like it?
Yeah. Does he wear a kilt?
He does now. I don't know why.
Fair enough.
We'll just have to he's a driven dwarf. An Udalali hailing from the mountains up north.
Okay, so if I select the camera and the thing it's pointing at. And then it's going a little bit too fast, isn't it? So let's. I want another window here to show me the dope sheet.
The dope sheet?
The dope sheet, yeah.
This is not the way to animate a deer walking, by the way. To just get the legs and push one of them forwards and pull the other one backwards and be like, now it's a different position. So I'm sorry for the laziness. It's Toad's walking.
That was too slow. That's pretty good now. So I need to make sure that these doodads are over here. Refresh sequencer. Refresh sequencer. So about there for that one. And then I need to make sure that my camera is still going. Key.
Let's push the bomb up. And give that a bit of a tweak. There we are. So it's totally walking, it's walking. It's like if I say it enough times it'll make it true.
Oh, I don't need this doodad. I didn't have a second jump. That makes it easier.
That's cool. Now it's probably easier for me to zoom the camera in than it is for me to have these come forward. But I'm going to have them come forward anyway. Now admittedly it would be better to do it all a completely different way, but I'm going to do it the way I want to anyway. Let's see. I wonder if you can squash and stretch it a little bit. That'd be fun. Oh, you can't just squash or just stretch. Okay. It had a bit of drag. What?
I think it looks like they trapped in the Phantom Zone, like from Superman. Oh, that's great. I think he's talking about the flat disk. If you wanted, there's something that Aline said about she's too busy talking or something, and Emleth is saying, get it, try it, and I think he said like stop talking, and Aline's just like, I'll talk and you can suck it, Emleth, and he's like, cool.
Don't mess with Aline.
I'm trying to find where she said that though.
I'm doing a rotation now because I'm not going to animate this, so it's fine. I can be crazy. This is like a combination of shots that I did in previous project. It really is like my homage to that project because a lot of these shots are just taken directly from it. I'd love to claim they are my own imagination, but they are not.
So if I add a mesh cylinder and then make that where is that refresh sequence? Yeah, put that down here somewhere. That's out of view now. Here. Holy shit, where did it go? Oh, it's disappearing. Okay, cool. Let's just key it automatically. There we go.
Sometimes I have to reset the view because otherwise it doesn't let me adjust it. It's still not letting me adjust it, so I might just be stuck. Well, that's okay. I'll just work within those limitations, I guess.
I'm trying to line up the top of the cylinder with the black dot that I gave it myself as a guide before. There we go. Almost there. Because this is what she's going to land on. It's kind of close enough.
Is it Mike? Is it really?
Okay.
I'm just saying that to make you nervous. I'm sure it's fine.
That's closer. But now that I look at the top, it's sort of misaligned, so maybe I need to make it over here and closer. That, or I was really bad at plotting where she was supposed to land. Screw it. She's gonna land over there.
She'll land where I say she lands. Dwarven thighs.
Dwarven thighs, did you just say? So if I go back here. So it gets to here, and then on this frame, I need the camera. This to be pointing at this. Oh. And I need the camera. This might be like completely broken. I've never done this before. I need this to be here. So let's just see how that looks. Yeah, that's not gonna work. So I need this to be more up, I think. Okay, so I need to be able to track I need to be able to, maybe I should like key where my camera's pointing immediately at the circle. So just suddenly appear. Yeah, let's try that.
Oh, Tibbs, you're really kind. I guess I came up with the idea of using that shot at this moment, but this is very much Patrick's brainchild in terms of the movement and everything. I'm kind of combining two of Patrick's shots together. I'd like to learn what Doig is doing and how. So Doig, what you doing and how?
I'm trying to track the camera movement to match the bear lady jumping onto a target over here. So I've got a camera and a cat thing the camera is pointed at, and I'm animating each of them in succession. I really roughed the feeling I wanted with this movement, so it might not actually work in 3D space, which is what I'm kind of discovering. I'm also needing this to refresh more.
So what difficulties are you running into at the minute?
Trying to get the same feeling of like jumping off something high, because the way I plotted it out was that the camera would keep moving and follow the bear. And I pointed out this circle just as a sort of like guide for myself, but it feels like it's too far away. Yeah, that's definitely not working there. That is though, sorrow. So maybe I need to be happier with that.
Should do this on the right layer. That'll be a good idea. It's come to the point where I don't think I can do anything but redraw. There she goes. There she goes again.
That's gonna be a toughie.
What's that?
I think maybe what I need to do is move the cylinder closer and not worry about seeing it where you initially see it, and just have that impression that you're dropping down and have the camera follow it. Yeah. So I don't want the camera to be like down here.
I haven't even bring his guitar up. I should probably raise his arm more. His guitar is coming. Because it's gonna have to go under his arm.
No imagination, Cal style, absolutely terrible, says Tibbs.
What is this thing that's been going around recently about Cal style? Does anyone feel able to explain it to me?
I have no idea.
Like, I've seen Cal style mentioned a couple of times now.
Is it not just the Disney style?
Yeah, like, I've seen it mentioned in regards to Thundercats, which I think is
Thundercats?
yeah, it's
no way.
That's not what I'd associate with Cal Arts at all.
No.
Like, Cal Arts I'd associate pencil test much more like Kairos, which I know is
Well, that's more Gobblehead.
and more European.
Yeah.
But that's been the way that it feels like Cal Arts has been going lately with their films. But like, I'd say more kind of Disney-esque broad acting than super limited type stuff is more likely to see from Cal Arts rather than more Sakuga-ish. limited, very stylized stuff. Let's squash him down more. It feels like he needs to squash here. Emma says Kellogg's. Thanks, Emma. That helps. It's what it is, knowing nothing about animation and calling the modern cartoon art movement an Adventure Time Thundercats. Why are they attributing that to CalArts?
They're stupid.
That's so weird. It's like, yeah, it's a recent art movement, sure. Like, I have seen it a lot of places. It's definitely a new style of animation that's becoming popular, but why associate it with CalArts? It's like almost the opposite of what CalArts does. I mean, it's not the opposite, but CalArts is much more focused around draftsmanship and acting.
Yeah.
Than bombastic action, from what I've seen. It's really odd. I don't understand.
I think you're not meant to understand in the.
Yeah, but people are using it as a term, and it's just incorrect, and it annoys me when people who are meant to know or act like they know about animation get things wrong and then refuse to be
taught.
Don't want to learn.
Lectured.
They just don't want to learn. It's just like spreading misinformation to other people who want to get into animation.
Yeah.
So,
like, if your only source of information is the internet, you want the internet to be correct.
If that's what people start thinking CalArts animation is like,
then they might not want to go there to get taught, or they'll go there to get taught CalArts animation, and they'll be.
It's just like misinformation. Like, it means that things are going to start getting attributed to the wrong people. It's also been referred to as Tumblr style, but for some reason CalArts has got caught on. Tumblr style is kind of equally weird, because Tumblr is such a diverse thing.
Yeah.
That's really strange. Like, I'd be more tempted to call it like Adventure Timey style or something.
Yeah.
Or to come up with an entirely new word for it. Because at least that's kind of one of the seeds that started it in terms of making it popularising it.
Sure.
Like, Tumblr is such a diverse place, and CalArts is not that style of animation at all.
CalArts is Disney.
Yeah, how they sound like they are trying to swindle people out of their money. And Aline, I get you. Like, it's starting to grate on me a little bit when I see everything done in that same style. But someone made a good point the other day, which is if a show's good, a show's good. It doesn't matter what style it's in.
Arctic Salty. He's talking about real animation training, calling the style.
Yeah, real animation. Because all the other stuff isn't real animation, Hardik. It's not. Even though the animator slaved over it, and even though like it serves its purpose, and even though it's animated, it's not real animation. It's not real animation.
No animation is real. It's all an illusion.
Yeah, it has to be drawn in this style to be real animation. It's like, that's not real art or real music. That annoys me so much.
It's gotta be pure.
It's like, let people do it in whatever style they want to do it in. Like, it's still animation. Animation is a medium. Are you Tumblr style rabbit? No, you're rabbit style. Yeah, exactly, Tibbs. It's an art movement. I think the Avatar, The Last Airbender and Teen Titans anime style movement is still happening. At least people got the roots of that right, even if they're annoyed about it. But,
Yeah.
you know, you still see it in Legend of Korra and other things that have come out more recently.
Voltron is all kind of the Avatar kind of offspring, I guess.
Yeah, Voltron is very much in that style.
Okay, I deleted a keyframe which made the later movement feel better, but made the initial run up bad.
I'm glad that we all think it's stupid. But I'd probably be tempted to call it something more like it feels really morphable and palpable. It feels softer. Like I'd be more tempted to call it the super soft style or something. I don't know.
Style is for soft things.
It feels so squishy. You know, everything's like morphable.
I think I might move this.
Yeah, style analysis is useful and interesting. Trying to draw and animate in different styles is something which I think is fun to do as well. And it stretches you a little bit out of your comfort zone. Makes you have to look at it a bit more critically. Hello, A6N2.
Hello, Shamrock 2.
Is that a secret password or something? Oh, are we meant to give you the treasure now? The treasure of knowledge of animation, which is what we're all currently talking about. Yeah, I think all the styles are kind of cool in their own way. There are some I'd take over others. Like that really old cartoon style from the 30s, really creeps me out. But it was awesome to see it being used for Cuphead. Oh, it's bits. When I tip bits, it tips to Shamrocks. But we don't have Streamlabs.
Oh, I see. We don't have any cheers or bits. We're not affiliated.
Yeah, no, sorry.
But thank you.
But it was super cool, so thanks. That's really cool. You're welcome to just hang out though and chat about things.
The Impressionists were called that to mock them at first. I love the word impression.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
But then they owned it. That's great.
Heck yes.
Ah, thanks for following. A6N2.
Thanks very much. Hey! Are you an artist or an animator yourself? He's getting his guitar out. His axe, as it were. It's a problem with entitlement. Yeah, maybe so. It's like people feel like if a remake comes out, it besmirches the original somehow. Whereas the original remains unchanged. You can still go back and enjoy that. Just the same. But sometimes people act as though you've almost ruined the original.
Yeah, yeah.
But you can still enjoy that show.
It ruins Google searches.
Mike and I were, that's true. Mike and I were considering watching the Thundercats that we missed. The anime style one.
Oh yeah, the 2007 one or something.
Yeah, but we haven't ever seen it.
Yeah. Yeah, that looked cool.
Yeah, like you get a lot of complaints about people saying that they wish people would do something new. But then if people do something new, they don't like it. Like right off the bat, just because it's unfamiliar. Although actually I think the problem is that people are doing, they're not necessarily doing something purely new. They're going along with what's trendy at the moment.
Yeah, I think Thundercats came out of the, oh, okay, go, and it was popular, so let's do something that those fans will like.
I think that's the problem though, is that people who like the Thundercats want something made specifically for the Thundercats because that show is so special to them. So when it's put into a cookie cutter mold, or that's what it appears to be, that it feels like it's something that people are churning out rather than something that people have put a lot of thought into.
Ooh. Picardo TV Like Mike says, hey there, you have been featured on our main page to hopefully get more viewers and attention. Oh, thank you.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's really cool.
That's nice. I think that happened to us once before at the end of a stream. And this is
Yeah.
this is almost at the end of our stream now, so this always happens. Well, it's happened twice. Hey, that's cool, A6N2. That makes sense. I like watching other people do things too, like things that I can't do but that I might like to do sometime. There's something about drawing which is kind of therapeutic to watch, I think, as well.
The active creation's really cool.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of like when you watch those videos about how it was made, and you see all the like the technological processes behind, I don't know, something mundane, and you're like, oh wow, I never considered that all of that stuff had to be automated or thought about or like is handmade in that way.
Yeah, like I like watching people make things with their hands. Like I like watching people sew things or do woodwork.
Yeah. There was one I saw, it was like matchsticks or something, and just how it's weird to consider just how many of a particular item is made every day somewhere. Like thousands upon thousands.
Of matchsticks.
Have you ever seen Violet Evergarden's pencil frames? I personally have not. Have you looked into that, India?
I've seen one of them, but I haven't looked for more than that. And they're like crazy complex. They're incredible. Like when you think that someone had to draw hundreds of those.
Do I need to make this camera move faster? To get more of a sense of speed.
Oh no, apparently 2011 Thundercats ended on a cliffhanger. That's the worst.
Yeah, that sucks that they can't, like, a lot of good shows get cancelled before their time. A lot of bad shows keep going beyond their time. Don't end on a cliffhanger though.
I don't think they meant to.
Like, they did the new season of Samurai Jack, and it looked beautiful. But the pacing on that felt like they had the first half kind of okay, and then the second half was just kind of like, and now it's done. It's done. No, we finished it. It's done. Wait, what?
Yeah, maybe. I know that I wasn't such a big fan of the storytelling on the latest Samurai Jack. The compositions and such I found very cool and striking.
Yeah.
The style very, very nice as usual. The story itself and the pacing didn't really do it for me.
Yeah. So this goes over here, then from here. Oh no. That might be actually cool just to... No, definitely not.
No?
I was gonna move the camera but not the focal point, but it didn't do what I needed to do. No, we should have stayed there. Stupid thing.
What is it?
I tried to get a keyframe to hold and it didn't hold.
Well, we might have to head off. But I'm almost done. He's going to pull out his guitar and start playing it, and then we're going to look behind him and we're going to see mountains in front of him. You know? This part is still in flux. I don't know what's going to happen here. But I have kind of the rest of it so far. I wish you could hear the music. I'm sorry that you can't.
We could make it so they can sometime soon.
How?
I don't know. That needs to stay there. That needs to be there.
So I feel like the dwarf thing needs to come in sooner. Let's see. That's easy enough though, I can just bring that in sooner. I'll just shorten this bit. A little bit sooner. See. That's weird that I can't make it any shorter. Oh, how did what you linking is? Have a look. Damn it, Restream, let me click on it.
It's really annoying, huh? Like it doesn't show you what the link is meant to be. Like it shortens it for you, and it's like here you go, and it's like no, you.
Yeah, but it has not let me. See you, A6N2. Yeah, we'll catch you again.
Awesome.
Have a great day/night. To everyone else, we need to head off. So
Okay. It's been cool though. That was
yeah,
interesting.
thanks for joining us.
Experiment.
Yeah, I'm interested to see it because I haven't seen any of it yet.
I messed up some of it, but some of it's working.
Maybe not by noon. Soon, Doaline. Soon. Alright, Mike.
Okay. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's been really cool.
I may the rest
Of your day.
be filled
Be filled with
adventure.